Glad you are here. We're just hanging out, building today. No set topic or anything. Go around the room. Mr. Mark Sandlin is here. Mr. Brick Smith is here. My son is right here in the same room as me, so I could mess with him over there. Anyway, and there's Dana. And Rich is somewhere moving, and there he is. And Meredith is here, and Little Miss N is here as well. And Magnus is here. And in the chat out on the internet, I see Brahm and welcome and Blueberry. Good to have you here. Let us know if you're in the chat today. So, hey, let's do a spin around the room, see what you guys are working on. We'll start down here at the very bottom, but only the bottom in order, not in the bottom of our hearts. Magnus, what is going on today?
I'm good. I took out my pirate thing that had been tucked away earlier, and I brought that out, so that's a little more prominent now. That's exciting to me.
So cool. Hey, April's Crazy Bricks. Hey, MJ Bricks, you're here for the Chima. Sorry, man. Sorry. It's okay. I'm glad you're here, though. All right, so go back and let's see the. Can we see the? You got the pirate thing. Let's see the Cobra Tower too when you get a chance.
All right. Okay. This is the pirate thing. Is the light working? Maybe the light's not working. So this is that gigantic new pirate set, which is awesome.
Right.
The Cobra Tower is, I forget if I built much since last time, but maybe I've built a little bit. This is what it looks like now.
That's still so cool.
It's so gorgeous.
Very cool. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to work on the interior as well, which is gonna be fun.
It's amazing, man. So amazing. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, good deal.
It's about as tall as the mast of the pirate ship.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, that's super awesome. Super awesome. All right, let's go. Actually, I'm gonna go to Meredith. Meredith, are you nearby? I see Miss N. How are you today? Y'all are muted still. Is she running? Is she running really hard? Is she going to run and drop something to get back on camera? That would be hilarious. Oh, there's Brian.
Brian.
She ran to get something. She'll be back soon.
All right. Well, I hope she's not like running with that big ship of hers. I don't want her to drop it or anything. So.
I have no idea.
All right. So while she's gone, what are you Legoing? Are you doing any Lego, man?
I've been helping her do some building, and I also built that Technic Lamborghini.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was pretty cool. Yeah, I spent like a couple evenings on it. It was pretty good build.
You know what? Even just talking about Technic, I almost fell asleep. Sorry. Anyway.
Hold on a second, I'm back. I brought it up. Hold on.
You got the boat? Yay!
Ride.
It's got sails.
Oh,
that's awesome.
I need
that is so cool.
more for those, but I don't like this. It's still.
Make the lamp a little small.
Yeah, so I can put the lamp next.
You
There you
want
go.
for scale? There's for scale.
That boat is so much cooler than that Lamborghini.
Yeah, it is.
Right now.
So yeah, I ordered a few more sails again. I mean, it was like $2 a sail. And it's not super cheap, but I got a few more coming. Because I ordered purple, but I don't like the purple, so I'm just using it as a placeholder.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
There she blows. There she
It
blows.
looks like it needs maybe it needs bigger sails. I mean, it's
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go taller up here because I ordered taller up here and leave this one this size. So we'll probably go one more bigger sail up here and then a small sail here.
Well, I'm also sure you shouldn't spread the bottom and put 3 sails across the bottom on each mast. That would be cool.
Yeah, I think I give it one.
Did they make a new one for you?
No, they can't make that's their die. They only have the die for the what is it? The black pearl. So,
Don't let anybody tell you how to enjoy your hobby.
that's all right. I mean, hey, criticism's always
No, it's perfect. Don't let them. No, don't bring you down.
criticism is so helpful.
It's perfect.
I don't know if I could put 3 sails, but
That'd be cool.
Sure, you could. You could just make a bigger, longer mast going, this way, and then put a sail here beside the one in the middle.
2 might work.
2 could work.
We'll see. It's a work in progress.
No, we love it. It is the most. It is space without being space. So, if you mounted some engines right in the back, right, and then you could be like Treasure Planet in space.
Yeah, I could do a little steampunky thing, but the problem is it's really hard after building those Friends Star Wars ships. Doing spacey engine stuff in Friends colors is hard.
No, it's easy. You got it.
Hard.
Well, it's awesome.
A lot of gold wheels.
All right, Rich, I'm coming your way here in just a second, so I'm letting you know, man. I'm giving you a second to get back. I'm afraid of what you're doing back there. How's it going, Rich?
I am packing. It's my messy Lego room. If you want the tour, I'll give you the tour. This is what I'm working on right now. Packing these.
Are you wrapping them individually? Is that what you're doing?
I'm wrapping the stacks. Here, let me show you the garage, what I've done so far.
I'm not so sure Billin has as many Lego as you do. I mean, I'm just saying.
Those were in the room. They're now in the garage waiting to be deployed on a truck in the middle of the night.
Wow. So, but the funny thing is, all your big tubs are already gone, right?
Yeah, all the bulk brick, which was against that wall, is now in a storage facility. The stuff that you just saw was against this wall and against that wall.
That's crazy, man. I think you're going to lose more Lego in the transfer than I own. I'm just saying right now.
No, I'm not going to lose a single piece. I'm going to keep it all. You watch and see.
That's awesome. Welcome to chat, Lit Brick. Glad you're here. Scroll back here. Brick Studios, good to have you here. April, if I didn't mention you before, good to have you here. Blueberry, I think I mentioned you before. MJ Bricks, glad you're here. So thanks for that. Hey, let's go to my son. My son is here. Jake, what are you doing today?
I am building the submarine from Hidden Side.
Yes, you are.
I heard that set's all wet. And you're welcome. Anytime.
Dad joke. Way to go, dad joke. That's right. Son, one day your dad will be able to afford you some professional lighting too. So I'm just letting you know. All right, Dana, what are you doing?
So, as a lug ambassador, it's my job to come up with little mock competitions, and for our monthly meeting next week or this weekend, I chose to do in inspiration of Tyler Clytus. I decided that we wanted to do a ball and joint build. So anything that used the Mixel ball and joint together, no theme, just make something that had at least 5 joints that you can move around, something kind of cool. Trying to keep it in light of something that Tyler might build. So seek something fun, not just a mech or something like that. And I've been procrastinating as always, and put this off and put this off and put this off. And then of course Chris, who did an incredible job probably a month ago, a month and a half ago, who already has his done. On Saturday, he decides to show his new one, which is this little gray brick with arms and legs and a face, which is hysterical. So I want you to show that to everybody when you go to you. But it got me thinking. I'm like, I need to build something, and so I sat there and I quickly threw together something kind of rough inside studio to kind of give myself an idea where I wanted to go. Colored it with parts that I knew were available versus something that didn't exist. And then Sunday morning, I got up and I started looking through my inventory and had to make a few changes along the way. But I came up with this little kobold.
Oh, cool.
From B&D. So a little kobold, and he moves his arms, and he's even got a little tail that he'll stand. So this is version 1. I'm working on some modifications. I want to make them just a little taller because in digital it looked pretty cool with him kind of crouched over, but in reality you don't see as much. So I want to make his torso a little longer and play with that. And then I want to do something to work with his hands, make them a little different, so he can actually hold a weapon. Because in D&D, they're always got spears and they're coming at you and they go stabby, 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 stabby. So, or if you've ever watched,
what was that? They do what now?
Stabby, 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 stabby.
No, thank you very much.
Yeah, you need that for
Stabby, 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 stabby. I know.
Or if you've seen Trilogy of Terror, that's kind of what they also remind me of. Little creatures running around going crazy. And then also, I got a really good bargain a couple of weeks ago for clearance at one of the Wally Worlds. Came home with far more Lego than I intended to go out and get that day. But I did wind up getting a couple of these little Dio sets, which are cool. Sadly, though, when I started realizing it as I put it together and I saw how little it was, because it's not really that big. And I never really built the BB-8. I have one, but I have never built them, the BB-8 or the Pord. But this retailed originally for $70. I think if I had brought this model home and built it, and I spent $70, I'd have been mad. But for a $30 set,
sold.
It's a fantastic little set. So, Chris, you might be interested.
How many points?
I don't know if you know this little 2x2 round tile here in green. It's got gray line or black lines on it that looks very kind of like a grid kind of pattern.
Classic spacey.
Monkey Kid got set.
It'd be a good space piece. So I may wind up just parting these whole 3 sets out and using the pieces because parts pack is pretty good. And I really do dig how they came up with the idea to do the ball piece or the wheel. It's got tubes inside. So not your very traditional building techniques in this whatsoever. And you get a good chunk of tubing in this set. So if you wanted to incorporate some tubing in some spaceships, this would be a good set to get. And I need to go look and see if these tubes are actually available on bricks and pieces because if they still are, that might be worth another Bricklink order just for the hoses. Because, very rarely, other than old classic space sets, you don't see hoses in this style on many sets anymore. So,
yeah, is that hose? Is it similar to the old hose, like in the Alpha 1 rocket base, or is that new stuff?
Oh no, well they're new. Well, they're more glossy versus that matte fit or the matte rubbery that they were, which probably means that these hoses will stand up better to the test of time. Right. But identical in dimension. The black one is probably a little longer than the one that came in the Alpha 1. The gray one's probably closer to it. And then there's 2 larger gray ones that go through the entire center of this wheel. So another great snot build. So Chris, I would definitely suggest trying to build this just for the snot techniques in here to get some stuff to it. Not a lot of greebles. I do like the way that they did the back here with the piping and the tubing coming out. And there's a little greebling on there. It's probably kind of hard to see.
That's cool.
Yeah, but it's a decent little build. Wouldn't have been worth the price. Oh, I forgot the little wheel here. We'll actually turn it. Definitely not worth the price that it retailed for. But if you can get one on clearance, definitely worthwhile picking up.
Cool. Yeah, my Walmart's got a few of those sitting around. I would like to get those. I would get one of those at clearance for sure. Yeah.
Hopefully yours will. Hopefully yours will hit clearance soon. So
I hope so.
I'm not allowed to buy clearance right now.
I don't know where you would put it if you did. So
Shrink wrap it, put it in the rest.
In the storage facility.
There you go.
In the storage facility.
Storage compartments. All right, Mr. Bricksmith, how are you doing today?
Oh, better than yesterday.
Better than yesterday.
Huh?
Better than yesterday. What happened yesterday?
Well, life. This is what I'm doing today.
Hey, Mr. Machine.
Hey. So Chris found this on Facebook Marketplace. Chris being Fazoom. And it was this plus a bunch of friend stuff. And it was $40. And I was like, cool. So this is not how much I got.
Really cool, man.
Right? There's something else we need to address real quick. Well, a couple of things, real quick, because I'm not the long talker here. I just joined a lug for the first time ever. Thank you very much.
Woohoo!
Yeah. One of us, right? And there you go. And the other thing, and the more important of the things, is I don't know how many people who are watching this or are in the chat or the panel are full-on YouTube content providers. Chris Fazoom is, and there is 1 like right now, and 10 people watching, 11 people watching, and I think 9 or 10 people on the panel. He's not.
So what do you say? Are you being passive aggressive and telling everybody to like and
as much as I possibly can, as passive aggressive as possible, right there. I love all of you. Now do it. No,
right.
Scott,
Hit the buttons.
They twisted my arm, and I'm now part of the.
You can call it what it is today, and then also preface what it's going to become.
Okay, Dixie Lug, futurely known as Peach Lug.
Correct.
Which, once me and the Floridians take over, we're going to rename it to Kudzu.
It was close, man. It was close. I was rooting for Kudzu. Let me tell you.
Hey, I love it. Hey, get that off my face.
Truthfully, I'm going to create a lug within the lug. So there's going to be like the super secret squirrel lug, and we're going to still be Kudzu within Peach. So it's all good. I got you covered, brother.
Thank you. Good job, everybody. We're up to 8. Good job.
Yeah, just like the invasive vine that Kudzu is, now Bricksmith is in Dixie Lug. So
I have arrived.
All right, last but certainly not least, Mr. Mark Sandlin, what is up in your world today?
I've been doing some sorting, but first of all, I want to address the lug challenge that Dana says, build something fun, not just a mech, of which I've recently built 2.
I didn't actually say in the rules that you couldn't build a mech, so you're fine with your mechs.
No. I'm fine. It's all fine here. How are you?
Now, wait a minute. There is a height requirement, so it's got to be under 20 bricks tall.
He's crawling Godzilla.
He's swimming.
He's a Godzilla looking for his contact lens. He dropped it.
Have you guys seen my keys? So yeah, I'm sorting. I'm going through some old stuff. I'm gonna put some stuff on Bricklink. Look at all that bling right there, y'all. Chrome bricks, blang blang.
People are gonna go crazy.
Yep, gonna make a little Christmas money so I can spend on the child who has too much stuff already. But you know, it's Christmas.
In the chat, April's Crazy Bricks is saying you haven't found a lug in your area. Where is
Dana? He'll tell you where to go.
Yeah. We can help you find that if you let us know where, in general, you are. We don't look for any addresses or anything creepy like that. So
there is actually a way to find a lug in your area. Let me do a quick look, and I'll comment on that here in a minute.
Yeah. All right. So Dana made a reference to the new mascot of Old Gray Brick.
Love it.
This is him in his what the heck you kids doing on my base plate? Whatever going on here. So anyway, this is not my invention and everything. This is from a guy named Lego Folk on Instagram, and I highly recommend you follow him or her. I'm not sure, but they build really cool bots. And in general, this is just a general build of a like a brick you would get from Lego or whatever, a build a brick. But so I did build him in all old gray except for his joints, but he's old enough to have those joints replaced with new gray joints. So that happens as you get older.
He's also looking for his contact.
That's right. So anyway, he's he kind of reminds me of stuff that Tyler builds because he can be very expressive just by changing things. Now he's kind of sad and everything. So pretty cool, Old Gray Bricks. But the thing that I actually made for the contest, which now that you say, is it 20 bricks high?
It can only be 20 bricks high.
Okay. Well, this is my my superhero space guy. he's highly posable and everything, but I need to check his height and everything. So, and his space monkey that goes with him. So I've got these guys together. And Jake, do you have yours? Since we're showing off our rounded brick or our jointed thing, Jake's got his. Over there. What's up, Doc Sanson? What's up, Kittenville Bricks? How are y'all? Pull it back just a little bit. Yeah, okay. That's the robot guy and Jake's character checking him out kind of thing. That's pretty cool.
I dig it.
So
That's better than your dad's.
yeah.
Do better, Dad.
I'm gonna kick you out of here. All right, no, he is doing good.
Boot.
All right, Jeff Van Winden, welcome to the chat. See you over there. Good to have you here. Another Canadian. Actually, you may be our only Canadian of the day, so that's cool. Nice hat.
Hey,
Is this the original?
Castle.
Is that the original? The Lego actually from Lego hat?
Yeah, it's actually from Lego. It's got the Lego stuff inside.
Yeah. I got one of those too, but I found an Etsy store that makes those. Scott H510, he is Canadian as well. So how's it going, eh? Good to have you here. All right. So what are y'all working on tonight? Are y'all building? I know Jake's building his this thing. He's almost done with it. That's good. Anything else? Anybody building? Want to share?
Natalie is finishing.
get your speeder out, Fazoom.
Oh yeah.
Natalie is finishing Weasels, whatever's.
There's Weasley.
Weasels, Whizzes. I don't remember.
Weasels.
Wait. I'm sorry. I was getting my speeder. What are y'all talking about?
Natalie's almost done with was it the Wizards? Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. She did all that by herself.
Nice.
Good job, kiddo.
Mom and Dad do the stickers, and that's it.
Yeah, it's okay letting parents do stickers. They do a pretty good job. Way to go, kid. Good job. Mark Fleetmore came over to the house yesterday, on Saturday, and he brought that over. Tell where you got that from.
There was an Instagram builder called Reddish Stuff, and they always build things in red and gray. So I classic spacified their speeder design, which is inspired by Rey's speeder from Star Wars, but this is a fun little variation of it that I did, and then Chris built his own variation of it.
I saw both of them on Instagram and was very impressed and wished I was not moving so I could build one too.
Pro tip for anybody who's trying to learn to build mocks on their own. When you're like, I'm a self builder and I want to build stuff on my own, go find somebody's stuff and copy it and learn techniques. That's the easiest way to do it, honestly.
Absolutely.
And copy and then learn and then try it yourself. And then when you fail, copy something else and remember what you did and be open to criticism and everything. So
Copying is the best form of flattery.
Somebody like Chubby Bots who builds a frame to build a mecha on, so you could copy, which is basically the skeleton.
Yep.
So you copy one of Chubby Bot's skeletons and then make your own stuff over the skeleton. That's a good way to learn how to do stuff too.
Yep.
that's right.
Matter of fact, well, now that I've just taken it all apart because I'm trying to make it longer, but the core to my little cobalt is from Tyler Kleitus's creations that he had made.
There was almost
just innuendo everywhere. It was just
innuendo joke, and we didn't make it. So
I forget that I'm talking with a bunch of 10-year-olds all the time. Anyway, I copied the core of a Tyler Kleitus's build that he had done.
Okay, wait. It's Kleitz, please.
Tyler Kleitz.
Maybe if you get a bunch of them together, they're Kleitz, but it's Kleitz.
Hey, considering that I have had my first and last name butchered my entire life, I'm okay with it.
You can some.
I am completely fine with butchering everyone's last name because nobody can ever get my name correctly. So I'm.
Well, just make sure it doesn't sound anything close to anything naughty. Anyway, please go ahead.
Hey, not nothing work here anymore.
Yeah, I got you.
Anyway, I copied. I watched what he had done online, and I reverse engineered it without any instructions, which was also a great way to build your skills for building. And then, so then when I was trying to build something else, I said, all right, why don't I just take a portion of this and then build off of it? So it doesn't even have to be a full frame. It could just be a portion of something that you appreciate and modify it from there. Even the head came off of something else that I had seen, and I said, oh, I want to kind of cobble that a little bit and go from there. So, because it was originally a dragon head, and I said, I can make that a kobold head.
Yep. So,
Little dragon.
another great jumping point is just to take an existing set and improve it or do something to it to make it better. Because I mean, when I buy Lego sets from Lego, a lot of times I'll learn a technique and then you can just put it into your repertoire.
Absolutely.
I often take 6 wide vehicles and try to put the passenger from the center to the left-hand side as if he were actually driving properly.
I like that.
What? This doesn't even make sense. No, I'm kidding.
That's one of the things I do as a quote-unquote improvement for my sets, for if I'm going to use them for layout or something like that.
Gotcha. All right. So, by the way, did anybody see the rumor of the new Star Wars line coming out?
No.
I did. I saw 2 X-Wings and a Millennium Falcon or 2.
So, yeah, one of the things, I don't remember where I saw the list, but one of the things is there's like in the 400 to 500 range piece X-Wing and a 300 to 400 range piece TIE Fighter, which actually puts them at a price point of $50-ish and $40-ish. So that means they will be somewhere between like the original size from 99 or whatever and the current ones. So what do you think about that? I mean, it's the most iconic 2 ships in the line. I wonder if they're coming out in conjunction with Squadrons coming out. But the price point's so low. I don't know what the model will look like, obviously. Hope it's not like a 4+ set. It certainly won't be like the sets they have now, which are $80 and $90. So what are your thoughts on that?
I wonder if we're going to see some parts made out of parts to simplify it a little bit. But then again, that might raise the price, not lower the price. So
It depends on what kind of parts out of parts they are. Some of them can be useful. Some of them can be useful. I'll tell you what, my wife and I are just now halfway through The Mandalorian, and I don't know anything else. So
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. It's coming.
Oh yeah, it ends up.
I have spoken.
So here's my thoughts on it. If they do it well, in my opinion, and they make the price point $40 and $50, I am stoked. I mean, if it's a good model, obviously, and it's affordable, because I can remember about 3 Christmases ago, I'm like, you know what? Jake needs a TIE Fighter and an X-Wing. And I'm like, I can't spend $150 on 2 Lego sets for 2 ships. It blew me away how much the price of that had inflated. Now, the models aren't bad. They're great. But I'm like, there's got to be a midpoint here, which maybe they're shooting for. And I hope they do. So what do you guys think?
Why is there no land speeder?
Because there's been like 15 in the past year.
I think
my Walmart has 2 different versions.
One last year. They released one last year. It looked pretty good. I didn't buy it, but it looked pretty good.
I think she means, why is there no UCS land speeder?
Oh, I got you.
Well, that's different.
About there being no UCS, or there's no land speeder, as you know,
No.
He needs another one.
Yeah.
Although there is
Tell your husband to build a land speeder that's green out of that Lamborghini. That would be good. So.
Yeah, or make a land speeder out of the Aston Martin or something.
Yeah. Now there is a UCS also, not to derail this conversation, but there is also a UCS that'll be coming out in January. Whether it's the Republic gunship, which I think is too soon, so which means we're probably getting a different UCS set. So time will tell. But as far as that price point goes and the size, I think it could work. The problem, it's not going to be micros, the microfighter chibi style, but it might be a little chibi. So maybe a little squatty. Maybe the wings will be short. Maybe they'll stay open and not close. I don't know, because that's usually where a lot of the extra parts and the Technic pieces and some of the price point goes up, is because those wings opening and closing. So maybe they'll be static. Could be. Which maybe you have to build them open or build them closed. So do we get the option? Soon to be broken. I have spoken.
Right. All right. What else? What anybody else's opinion? All right, Mark. You're looking to make money for Christmas for your son. Would a cheaper yet better? I mean, a little bit dumbed down from the last X-wing fighter. Would that still be worth it? Or did your son doesn't like Star Wars, right?
He is in a mode right now where he is being a butt and saying he doesn't like Star Wars, even though he watched the entirety of The Mandalorian with me and was totally into it and really enjoyed it and everything. And then, like, the moment the credits roll, I don't like Star Wars. I don't.
This is the way.
You said butt.
Yes, he is being a butt. So probably I won't buy him any Star Wars sets, but.
Well, I'm really questioning why you're even acknowledging he's still your child. I mean, I'm just saying.
It's a contrary thing that he's doing right now, which he gets from his mother. So,
and that's all we're going to see about
traits from our side. No.
Now I need to find an animated transparent gift that just says awkward. That would be cool.
Yeah, but you know what? He loves Godzilla, which is why I built a Godzilla for him. So,
which is good.
Hey, Murtaugh's Bricks, good to have you here, man. Good to see you. So, I mean, think of that price point. It's almost half. Can Lego pare down a set like that by half?
Well, they did it with Vader's TIE Fighter and the A-Wing.
That's true.
Now, that was an $80 set, but you got 2 ships. So, yeah, they can do it. They can do it. I mean,
the set comes if they reduce the number of minifigures, that will lower the cost as well.
Oh, that's true. So it may only come with just a pilot, and that's it.
Well, why would they do that? They're never going to. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm in my own little world right here. But Lego's going to give you as many minifigures as they can because they know that the Star Wars guys, I call them kids in other places, but I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. The Star Wars guys, all they want is they want the guy, they want 1 million of the same guy.
Or only 1 million of the same guy, depending on who it is.
Well, I mean, there's that, yeah.
Or you give us a set that's got like 12 figures that we've never gotten before and charge $350 for it, and we'll line up in like lemmings.
Yeah.
So, by the way, that'll be next week.
Are you talking about the Cantina?
Oh yeah.
The set that only gives you 3 modal nodes.
Yeah.
3 of the modal nodes.
I'm really now. It might not happen on release because I'm probably sure I can't justify spending 2.
Yeah, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it.
Not after last week, and I'm not even talking about what I wound up doing last week. But I'm halfway tempted to go ahead and buy a second set and pull a Matthew and just sell all the minifigures except for the one that I need to make 4 Cantina band members. And I bet you I could probably recoup over half the price of the second Cantina and make it completely worth the amount of bricks.
I literally said that in the Discord today. In the Discord today, I was saying, buy 2 Cantinas, get your 4th modal node, sell the rest of the figures to pay for the whole second set.
Yep. And I bet you that it will easily do it because I know that Matthew does this on sets all the time. The Central Perk set, all the Overwatch sets. He just did the same thing for the Diagon Alley. And each time he's either paid for the entire set at least half of the set or 3/4 of the set. So either way you look at it, he's coming out on top because the price point for the brick goes down to like 2 or 3 cents, and that's screaming, a screaming deal if you were even to get it on clearance. So
yeah, the Cantina comes with a number of exclusive figures too, doesn't it? I mean,
a large number of exclusive and figures that have never been made before. Like the Devarian is brand new. I think and I forget, and I'm glad that there's nobody here to chastise me more than they normally would. But there's the little mousy looking guy, and I forget his name off the top of my head. But it's also got Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazan, so those have never been done before. So it's going to be a jam packed full of figures that people are going to be like, oh, I don't want to spend that money for the set, but I'll spend $20-$30 on that figure. So
isn't there some kind of figure in the band who has like a long snout with sort of lips on the end?
Now that's in the Jabba's Palace.
That's Jabba's Palace. Oh, I see. Okay.
You're old enough to know better, Magnus.
Don't worry.
Hey guys, I got to bail because I was first I was pressing in servitude to cook dinner, and now I have dinner. So I'm gonna let you guys go.
Bye.
You have a wonderful evening.
See you, man. Be safe.
Thanks.
All right, there we go.
So
as I was saying, Magnus is old enough to know better. You're not one of those prequel kids. You're like our age. Come on.
So has Lego ever produced that figure?
Size Noodles? No, they have not produced that. Not yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if now that they're kind of recycling through some older sets and redoing them. It's been quite a few years since they've done Jabba's throne room.
Yeah.
And the Rancor pit. So that would probably be, I would say next year or two. I would put money on seeing revamps of those sets.
Different possibility.
Because I mean, like a lot of those figures, they haven't redone those in other sets, so they're still kind of clunky and old school minifigures that we haven't had an updated version. I mean, after Disney took on Star Wars, they've been cranking out newer versions of old sets, just minifigures.
What about a new Zam Wessel?
Oh, that would be good. That would be good. There's a couple of other figures from the
It was one of the coolest things, I think, from the Yellow Flesh sets.
Yeah, that they haven't redone.
No.
A new Watto would be good too.
What are you talking about?
With the little short movable legs, that might be cool.
Yeah. Well, now that they've got the bendable short legs, totally could be doing that, and it'd be kind of in a cool color that they don't normally do minifigure legs in. So could work.
Bendable short legs now?
Yeah, they started that in the first Harry Potter collectible miniseries. That the short legs, they have kind of like a slightly one step up between the short legs and the tall legs, and they actually bend.
Yeah, the short legs are the shortest legs. You go up one plate, and then you have bendable short legs, and then one more plate is normal minifig legs.
So they didn't just use like one of these.
No,
there's some that have those, but then there's a mid-sized leg that's in between that and the regular legs that move, but they're still shorter.
Yep.
Okay.
There's going to be a $70 Imperial Probe droid.
Yeah, is there? Where'd you see that? Oh, Jake is looking at rumors right now. So,
well, no, yeah, there is supposed to be a probe droid, and then there's going to be two more new helmets and a statue, which I think is the probe droid.
All right, so this that he's got here is Micro Millennium Falcon, Micro Fighter Millennium Falcon, 101 pieces for $10. The Mandalorian set, which we don't know what it is. Red 5 X-Wing, which is around the $50 price point. February 2021. A TIE Fighter at the same time. I bet you that those are keyed into the Squadrons game. I mean, I'm just thinking.
Absolutely, and they'd be silly not to.
Right, but it does say Red 5 though, and everything. And I lost your screen, so you can read off the rest of them. But anyway, I mean, I'm all for it if I can get the iconic things, and not. I mean, they would almost be two for the price of one. And in my opinion, it is easier to upscale a set better than to take a big bloated one that Legos put it out and make it look better. In my opinion, I mean, that's me.
So here's the other question:
Like
is
two
what
copies
do
of
you
things
think the
and just make
Mandalorian
it
set's
bigger,
gonna
you
be?
mean?
I want to talk too.
What was that, Mark?
I was saying, what is the what do you guys think the Mandalorian set might be? Since we've already got his ship and we've got the Walker, do you think they?
I want it to be that big old moose thing or whatever. That'd be cool.
You
I don't
talking
know.
about the horn,
Oh, the
the
Mudhorn.
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 Mudhorn? Yeah,
That's
Mudhorn.
exactly what I said. I said moose. Wait, that's not how you guys say it.
I heard it. I heard you say
Yeah, it looks like a rhinoceros, but okay.
Here's my question: are we gonna get Mando in the actual Mando armor he has after like the second episode?
I hope, and I really hope. I mean, I know there was a lot of criticism on the Razor Crest that they didn't do that, especially since the Razor Crest comes with the IG-11. So you were thinking, oh, okay, so this is the man. Well, he was in episode 1. The child is so the Razor Crest is considered episode 1, episode 2 ship. So,
But not the biker scout.
no, but the bike. Oh, okay, there you go. The Biker Scout definitely puts you at the end of the series.
I mean, we're not doing any more tonight.
By the way, if you haven't seen it, spoilers.
By the way, we're gonna get a Mando who looks like this.
You think
Yeah.
so? You're gonna
Yeah, we're gonna get one of these. You know we.
You know what? I hope we do, but I think they've kind of discontinued those. I don't even know if they're doing the posable figures anymore.
Oh, it's why I keep him around. He loses his mind.
That's the next one.
There's also gonna be 2 more helmets: Darth Vader and a scout.
Ooh, this could be the way.
Can we have a scout that punches Baby Yodas? That would be cool.
No Baby Yoda punches, right?
Mom,
Hashtag all the baby Yoda.
That's fighting words, Chris. With my child, nobody hurts Baby
I
Yoda.
don't know with my wife too. When we watched it, I finally got her to watch it, and I knew she would react when that was happening. And when that first punch landed, that TV paused, and she turned her head and looked at me and went, "Did he just hurt that baby? I can't believe he hurt that baby." And we watched it, and we saw the end of it. And I said, well, "What'd you think?" And she just sat there and she went, "I can't believe that guy punched that baby." That's all she said.
I saw that. Not about like what's Moff Gideon doing. Where are they gonna go next? You know?
Yeah, it's like.
So
I would not tell her the actor's name because I was afraid she was going to go like bomb his account or something and go, "I can't believe you punched that baby." So,
Wasn't it Jason Bateman?
Yeah, not Jason Bateman.
She's upstairs.
It's Jason something. It's another comedian, but yeah. So back to the comment of what the other set could be. I would really love it if they did that troop transport.
The one that Sears made up for Star Wars back in the 70s?
Exactly. The fact that Rebels made it canon again, and then Dave and John said, "Oh no, we can't be done. We got to make it real life." That would be a childhood dream come true because I've seen some people who do some mocks, and they've done some great mocks, but they never release the instructions. And I'm too lazy to go ahead and build one myself after they've done such a great job. I'd rather just get the instructions and build theirs. So hopefully Lego will finally get off its keister and give us one that we can make better instead of starting from scratch.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, possibly maybe they'll make a set that's part of the town with the troop transport thing and some stormtroopers and stuff, you know.
Like a little E-Web out there with some troopers and stuff.
It could be like the showdown from the last episode or whatever. That could be sort of cool.
Or we might get lucky and it's going to be something from season 2 that, you know, because Disney and Lego are now a little more tight with each other, that they might have said, "Hey, we want you to make a set of these," or like, "Here's a couple of ships we're going to do in season 2. Make it." And it won't be exact because it never is, but it'll at least be something new for us. So
could be because we're only a couple months out from season 2.
Oh, we're a month and a half. October 30th. Yeah.
April just said, "I have a disabled daughter with cerebral palsy that uses a wheelchair. So if there could be a lug in Rochester, then that would work." So, okay, all right, we'll get you. We'll work on it, April, and
we'll get some people out there. Who knows?
Oh, that's a good suggestion. Moff Gideon with his TIE fighter with the wings going down. That would be
on my list.
Yeah, and then with the Darksaber too.
Darksaber, yes, we need a Darksaber.
Yeah, even though it's just a black lightsaber, which we could do ourselves, but we want to see a Moff Gideon in that. That
I need a pen and saver. No, sorry.
The way that Lego has made those black and white swords for Ninjago, and they're dual molded.
Definitely.
We can do a really cool dual mold, black in the middle with some white stuff glowing around it, Darksaber. That would be amazing. So,
yeah.
Hey.
I'm on board for that.
Yeah, I'm on board. That would be cool. So, have y'all seen the Darksaber toy that you can get in the store? Which is pretty cool. I think they're a little overboard on the sound effects on it, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah. Which is funny because, probably a year or two ago, Party City did one that was very similar to it.
Who did?
Party City.
Do you want to see? You want to show her a shirt?
Really?
Yeah, and all the cosplay kids were all out there making their own. And modding that to make a Darksaber out of it because it was so close. So it's kind of funny.
Hey, April, Brick Bunnies is got information for you there. He can send it to me, or you can get in touch with him as well. But I'll try to hook you guys up. Hey, Ant Bandit, man, what's going on? Jump on the chat if you want to. You should have an invite.
April Bricks Bunnies TV. They're solid folks.
Yeah,
Brick Smith approved.
Yeah, I've known them for a long time. So yeah.
Chris knows them too, but
Natalie wants to show the figure that we think was missing from the last set of Clone Wars. Ashoka needed a friend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We do need a Bo-Katan.
Well, isn't the lady that plays Starbuck supposed to play her in the new series?
Yes, it is.
Ahsoka's supposed to show up.
Yeah, Ahsoka and everything. So yeah.
I'm throwing it out there. I think they're only going to show Bo-Katan in flashbacks.
Which
you think so?
Still enough of a reason to say, hey, you've had her in 2 different Star Wars shows. Let's make a Lego minifigure out of her, please.
I mean, they could have given us 1 less droid or 2 less droids, and given us given her. It would have made the set cooler.
Hope you are feeling better, Ant Bandit. All right. Hey, by the way, Ant Bandit, you should share a link to your little classic space video you posted in our lug because it was amazingly cool. So I don't know if you can post that public, but
it was from a public place.
Yeah. Okay. We'll link it in the chat. Throw the link in here if you can.
I'll be your secretary and I'll go get it.
Oh, okay. Good.
I was going to
Huckleberry.
Suggestion for April's Crazy Bricks. Twin Lug is in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and I know geographically that may not be nearby, but probably everybody is doing Zoom remote meetings right now.
Let me look at me.
Yeah, so I mean, you might be able to get in on some virtual meetings right now, and then kind of get in the local community, and then figure out from there like how to do more participatory stuff once we get on the other side of everybody being socially distant.
Socially distant.
Yeah, it's just a thought, because Twin Lug, Minneapolis, St. Paul, get in their network, and there's probably locals that you could do stuff with.
For sure.
Yeah. So I have never built with plant pieces, trying to cram them in and make them nice and neat and tight and everything. They are a pain in the butt. Okay. Yeah. They're very ornery, and they're very like, oh, you'll fit in there. And then the leaf is like, no, I won't. I can't. You can't put that there.
Hopes and dreams.
Get some of the new plants that's just the leaf with the stud on it and shove those in a corner.
Yeah, you do that. No, yeah, I have some of those as well, but yeah. But they're a pain in the rear. My phone is blowing up. All right.
And we got to go on. It's bedtime. It's close to bedtime. We had a little too much pool action over the weekend. You can see we're all burned. So.
How is school going? Are y'all back in school and everything?
Yeah, it's still. I feel bad for the teachers because things keep changing, and I know it's not their fault. I just wish there was a lot more planning involved on the leadership level, that you didn't have the scramble, because it felt like the plan was, hey guys, we'll be back. Don't worry. It'll be fine when August comes. And I just wish there was more thought to it so that everyone would be scrambling.
Yeah, our school system here, I mean, it's almost every other day there's trouble logging in and stuff like that. I know folks who work in the technology department. I don't fault them at all. They're doing the best they can with what they've got.
Yep. I mean,
but it is kind of a pain and everything. But usually ours have Zoom backups and stuff that they take care of stuff, and link the kids in. But anyway, if you are a teacher and you are listening, we appreciate you. And if you are an administrator working anywhere in the school system, we appreciate you and what you're doing.
One teacher that's a jerk all year round. Shame on you. Be nicer. Just the one.
you say goodnight.
Woo!
Night.
Good night.
I added.
Ant Bandit wants to know how the Cobra building is going, Magnus. I know we showed it before, but we can definitely show it again. Throw it up there. You're muted, though.
Sure.
You meant the big castle, right? Or there's also the little tower on the side. But you can see how like the difference in size between them alone, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he means the big one, but both of them are awesome.
So this is well, let's see if I can do this without breaking it.
Oh.
There's going to be a minifig scale interior here at some point.
Cool.
If I have
So
my
you're going
way.
to put details and stuff in there too? That's awesome.
Oh yeah, this thing is so big. There's no excuse not to fill it up with stuff. I mean, it's going to be tricky because of the funny angles, but I'm going to do floors like a sort of studs up floor that sort of helps support the walls as well, or something like that. And I'm hoping to have like creepy crawl spaces and little tunnels and stuff like that in addition to the main rooms, because it's like an old creepy castle with like places that ninjas can hide in and stuff.
Cool. Super cool.
Thank you.
That's Chris running back to the screen.
I was bent over getting some parts. I'm like, oh, stop talking. I gotta hurry.
And that's why you have to like the video, folks. Chris is trying.
All right, Fazoom Jr., are you done with that set?
Yes.
Okay, he has built this set. Let's look at it here. Here we go, kiddo.
Oh, I was afraid of that. That set's all washed up.
It's all wet. All right, so is that the play feature there that pokes out?
Let's say you push this in the back.
And it brings out the creepy eyes. That's okay.
Creepy eyes.
The submarine's kind of cool because the rotor in the back can go up and all the way down.
Oh, that's right.
Got some controls in there. And you got wing sticker.
I promise I was listening.
I love the fact that your computer does better than at zooming in than my little camera here. But anyway,
There's this statue guy.
is that the bad guy?
No, it's just a statue that thinks haunted.
Which is a cool looking figure.
Yeah. Oh, is his dress out that way and not the other way?
Yeah.
Weird.
Awkward.
Also comes with Von Geist. Who came in the car set. And this is actually an
That's the
exclusive.
dead grandfather. That's Parker is the girl, but the ghost guy with the bowler hat is her dead grandfather ghost that they do adventures.
That's cool.
There's also a new shark.
It's a zombie shark with the eye print.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
What 2020 needs is zombie sharks. So we'll just say that. Right?
Absolutely.
I think that would be like the mascot for 2020 is zombie sharks.
Has a question for the junior.
What's that? What?
Has a question for the junior.
He's got a question for you.
The windshield, is that stickered?
That's a print.
What? Okay.
Really? Show it again.
The one thing they shouldn't have put.
But you know, there is a little thing that you could do with that to take the print off. I know that's so
Is it boil it in cumin?
No. But you can use a little acetone or a little 2200 grit sandpaper and take that off, and then clean it up with some floor polish. I know that's so taboo.
And this guy's your ambassador? No, I'm kidding.
Actually, we use Brasso around these parts. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, that's basically just liquid sandpaper. So yeah.
Castle.
Actually, there's a window in the back. There's a small window in the back.
Is it actually got a window in it, or is it?
Yeah, it's got a window.
Oh wow! Lego actually made a airtight ship.
Unheard of. Oh,
It's actually airtight. There's no gaps in the windshield or anything.
Hey, look at there.
Actually, you know what? There is some gap.
Oh, fail.
It's got
For just a half second, I'm like,
studs.
there must somebody plays with space.
it was close though. It's close though.
It's close.
It was close.
Well, it's closer than the $80 300 piece underwater base for National Geographic, whatever that set is they have now, which is they don't even worry about airlocks. They're
So just to talk about the cumin, or no, yeah, the cumin.
Yeah.
Not cumin.
Aragon.
Turmeric.
My bad.
So
put some cinnamon in it and some cloves, and it makes it all fall.
It makes the home smell like Christmas.
I thought he was talking about a Star Wars character.
Could be. Could be.
That's Turmeric. He's the spy who was in episode number 347, and he's
I resemble that remark in some way, shape, or form. But anyway, so a fellow Instagrammer who saw my pot of boiling turmeric had been wanting to do that, so he gave it a shot. And
you say you gave him the trots? Is that what you just said?
That's what it sounded like.
Put some headphones on.
I mean, I had Arby's for supper, so that's going to happen to me. But I'm just asking about you.
So he gave it a shot, and he did some old pieces and some new pieces, and he had really good results. But he did wind up with a couple of cloudy pieces, like I have had in the past. And the one piece that came out really cloudy, and this is going to be key for you, Chris.
A-Wing. That's Don. What's his face? He's a friend of mine. He's an old school Lego guy.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yep. So that the A-Wing canopy, I was sad to see that it went cloudy, bad, which is proof point that it's the particular chemical makeup of the plastic that they work. It either works or doesn't work.
That's ugh.
Which
so that sounds like all the new plastic is going to be a kind of a downer, right?
I've got some theories on this because
it's made out of plants. No.
Well, if you recall, in bulk lug, they canned 90% of the transparent parts. They didn't make them available for bulk lug, and the reason was because they reported that the new formula they were using, everything scratched. I mean, horribly. And I think they were probably too committed to the A-Wing to scrap the A-Wing canopy. So if you notice, which Lego very rarely does, they shipped the A-Wing canopy wrapped in its own plastic bag. So it wasn't floating in with all the other pieces to get nicked and dented. And I think that's because that piece does get nicked and dented pretty easily. And that's probably why that plastic just went south side when it was added with a little heat and something else. So maybe it might be just those pieces right now. Maybe they're fixing their plastic formula, and maybe some of the newer pieces won't be so bad.
Maybe. By the way, April, that is my superpower. Just letting you know. All right.
The trots?
Well, taking you to the restaurant that gives them to you. Yes.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Chris and I had lunch on Friday, and so yeah, it was Mexican. Granted, it was my choice, but still, trots.
You'll get none.
No trots for you.
Yeah, well, I had a beef and cheddar. Well, Jake had a beef and cheddar, so it'll be
and a roast beef.
Yeah, it'll be I know where the Febreze is. Anyway, so
multiple bathrooms in that house.
So, but you're saying that they have done two changes. They changed to one, and then they're changing to a different one. Is that what you're saying?
As far as the formula for plastic?
Yeah, the polycarbonate for the transparent pieces.
From my understanding, and this is just going off of just a wild guess, there have probably been in the past for the transparent pieces, I can think of at least 4 different formulas that have probably happened, because if you take transparent pieces and over the years, and it depends on what year it is, and it skips and jumps around, you take those and you shine a black light on them. Some of them glow, some of them don't.
Yeah.
Right.
The experience with the turmeric and the heat and the water, some old pieces work just fine. Some new pieces work just fine. And then again, I've seen old and new pieces both go south.
Hey, I got a weird question. We're talking about compound makeup of it. This is a legit question.
Yeah.
Do you think region has anything to do with it, and quality of ABS or other chemicals put into it with it?
I think that might be part of it, actually, because depending on where in the world who's making it, there might be a slight difference in the
Somebody else say this in the past already?
I don't know.
And did I just copy some? I feel like I copied somebody.
You might have. I don't know.
I was listening. I'm going to go back to doing that.
Hey, the fact that you woke up to make the conversation that much further, that's all that matters.
Oh, and that's what the ambassador's supposed to say.
By the way, April, welcome to the club. You can talk bathroom humor with the rest of us. So you're good to go. So,
and yes, Julian, it is part of my responsibility to give constructive criticism and make you feel welcomed and also ashamed at the exact same time.
Did you
like mom used to?
Did you just say constructive criticism?
I think I might have.
He says he's got the trots. That's what he said.
Oh yeah.
Good to be home, everybody. Thanks.
Hey, welcome, Rick Smith. Glad to hear you.
Yeah. Notice I was calm and quiet all these weeks and months. Now that I'm in the look, y'all can't get rid of me now.
Dues are paid.
Dues have been paid.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He sent you the PayPal. It's in.
I didn't send him nothing. I got a guy for that for Zoom.
You got. I don't know what that means.
It's like everything else with Brick Smith. The entourage takes care of me.
I got you. Aunt Bennett's saying that we're stuttering a little bit. So if we are, let me know in the chat here if it's for him. By the way, where he lives, there's near there was an explosion and a chlorine gas leak somewhere down that way. So
yeah,
that could be causing your internet difficulties.
Who?
No, I'm just kidding. Let's see what Dr. Brahm here. Usually you need to design the mold to the specific resin you plan to inject because different materials shrink and flow differently in the tool. All right.
But is that going to change the black light sensitivity of it? Or is that just all the fireflies getting in them in Florida?
That's the science right there. And
well, we lost Meredith, and she would probably have been another good resource for the answer to that question. So,
well, note to self: ask the smart questions when the smart people are here.
That's
otherwise,
right.
people like myself and Chris and Mark we'll make it up.
It's okay. Dr. Brahm will let us know if we're wrong.
Dr. Brahm will be here. Yes. He is calculating right now how many times I say and all that jazz and all that stuff.
But you didn't giggle when he said tool.
I refrained. I'm like, I don't do it. Don't do it.
He giggled on the inside.
I did say tool. Anyway, Murtaugh, you're down that way too. So yeah, I-20, which is major artery to Augusta from Atlanta, was totally shut down. So that was bad this morning.
Jeez. All we got is a stupid what the thing about tropical storms.
That's right. Well, that's a hurricane now. Although I guess with all that chlorine in the air, you could take your painted bricks outside and just let the air eat them away.
See what happens. Time lapse, anyone?
People walk in their Lego room again. All the prints are off my bricks. That's awesome.
So I know we're getting close to the end, but since we've been sitting here, and by the way, it's hard to build and talk and keep track of everything at the same time. So I put 7 bricks in here since
we're hosting.
Yeah. So I noticed that one time when Mark went like off board and completely built the entire episode and he didn't say anything. Makes complete sense to me now. But so all I did was I increased him by one plate up, and I think he looks cooler now. Just adding that one extra plate made him just a little taller, and I also made it so he can hold his spear a little easier. So I like him. I might make him a shield. We'll see. I don't know.
Raise him by a plate or by a brick?
A plate, or well, the body's it's built snot-wise, so a plate up, or the equivalency of a brick up, I guess would be the right way to say it. A sideways brick up.
Make him a like shoulder bag to put his loot in.
That was what I was wondering. Maybe I might want to try and do, or take one of
hang out the bag.
The cargo nets. I've got a bunch of cargo nets, and do that, and maybe I can throw in like some of like the golden pieces, like to make it look like a chandelier or some crockery or Tupperware or something like that.
Yeah,
in the bag.
You're a bunch of crockery.
I really want to throw a mother joke out, but I'm going to refrain.
All right. Yeah. Hey, we're at about an hour, and I know we could just talk forever, but
hey, you know what? If you haven't had enough in an hour and a half, why don't you go over to Twitch, where my friend Brickblaze is going to host a show very similar to this, less space, more other stuff.
There will be plenty of space.
There will be. Yeah, he does love his space. He loves.
Will there be 3?
Oh, can I do a space thing before I forget?
Oh yeah, you got some space things. Oh, hey, wait. Jake did this. He ChubbyBot actually did a slight improvement on the flat-headed Hulkbuster.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and all it is just tilt. It got rid of the waist movement and it tilted it forward, and it makes it look amazing. By the way,
Lego really needs to hire him.
Oh, for real, right?
I mean, seriously. I mean, out of all the mech builders who's out there, he's the most prolific, and he also is so forth in sharing his ideas with people. If you're not following him, you need to.
Yeah. That's ChubbyBots. He's on YouTube and everywhere else.
Yeah.
And YouTube, he gives tutorials, but all it did was lift that and push that forward like just a few degrees, and it makes the head not look flat anymore, and it looks great. Actually, it's a fine build. I actually like it either without the thing. I like that guy. Yeah. What was that, Brick Smith?
I was just singing, she's a fine build.
So, but also what we're saying is on Twitch at 9. Is it 9 Eastern or is it 9 Central?
Oh, yeah, 9 Eastern. Sorry.
9 Eastern, yeah. 8 Central. Brickblaze.
Brickblaze, yeah. Solid dude. Solid.
And he's a good gamer. He does a lot of really good streams about games and stuff. But he does a Lego channel on Monday nights. So go check him out on Twitch tonight and everything. Join us back here at 7 Eastern on Thursday for Thursday Night Live, and we are going to be talking about being the parent, the AFOL parent of and raising future AFOL kids, or also the do's and don'ts as being a Lego parent and the frustrations sometimes of where the heck are my rare pieces, son? And being a Lego parent. So join in for that. Even if you are not a Lego parent on the panel, just join us and everything. We would love to talk about that and your experiences. So that's Thursday at 7 Eastern. We'd love to have you back. So there's Small Paul right there. And soon Small Paul will be, 15-year-old driving me to Waffle House. Small Paul.
He will be here on Thursday when we do that show. So he'll probably have some peanut gallery comments or something.
Always classic.
The best one when you and I talked about it is he was off camera and you're like, hey, let me show you this. What is that, Dad? So awesome. All right. Well, thank y'all for joining us. Thanks in the chat. You guys have been very active in the chat. I'm sorry if I missed some really good points and everything. I didn't share them with the screen. But thanks for joining us, and join Brickblaze tonight. And join us back here on Thursday. Like and subscribe and
all that jazz.
All that jazz. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody.